Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of English with the Strangers. But today, our guest is not a stranger, she's a regular guest here. Let's welcome her.
Hi, Roshan. Thanks for inviting me, and what a pleasure to not be called a stranger.
I know, right? You're not a stranger anymore. Everybody knows you. And by the way, congratulations on 10K. So, how
Yes,
are you
thank you so
feeling?
much, and congratulations to you as well for achieving 10,000 subscribers. I know this might sound like a small milestone for somebody that has a lot of subscribers, or even for audience, it might not be that big. But coming from the absolute zero expectations, I think for me and as well as for you also, I can say that it is quite a big number. So yeah.
100%.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like when I started, I didn't know about the subscriber count. I was telling my friends that subscribe this, so that I can tell
Hmm.
people now I have 100 subscribers. But now that 10K, it feels, as you mentioned, not a big milestone, but it's still for somebody like
Hmm.
us, it's a big thing.
Yeah, it is.
So I think we can skip introduction part and directly start our session. How about that?
Yeah, sure.
Today we will simply talk about, this online persona and like being on the internet, creating content.
Hmm.
So how do you see, presenting yourself on the internet? Like, do you have a different self in real life, and or is there not much difference in real life and online?
Actually, what happens is when you perceive yourself in a different way online,
Hmm,
after some time you're going to become unhappy because you're going to see a person on online and you're going to be feeling like this is not actually me. And then
hmm,
you will not be, like having the feeling of uh like let's just keep going. You just wouldn't feel that. So that's the reason why I
yeah,
think you need to be your authentic self even online, because then you're going to be
hmm,
like, yes, that's me and I'm proud of who I am. However, because social media can go crazy, like you can go viral and people, you never know what might offend people.
yeah,
That's why I
hmm,
think
hmm,
you need to be a little suppressed when it comes to having opinions on different things, like I don't like this or
yeah,
I don't like that. When you say something like that, you just never know. Maybe you're saying that with a pure heart, but people might
hmm,
perceive it
hmm,
in a
hmm,
completely different way. So apart from that, I think,
100%.
yeah, uh, because it all comes down to sharing your opinions in a range where you are not offending anybody. So I
Hmm,
think, yeah, it's a mixture of both, being your authentic self, also suppressing your opinionated self. Yeah.
hmm, yeah. And I think the kind of content we are creating, you can't have much filter here. For example, doing conversational thing, at the end of the day, like when you are talking to 10 people on a regular basis, your true self will definitely come out one day or another.
Mm. Yeah.
And in solo videos, I feel like you can put a lot of filter in the sense you can edit the part which you don't want to go online, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's for both actually. Even in
Hmm.
conversations, I mean, you cannot help but, like you said, one day or the other, your true self will come out. And so,
Yes.
for example, just a small example, if you're recording for somebody else's channel, you cannot just go
Hmm.
there and say, like, well, I didn't like this part. You have to correct. You
Yes.
just actually, it's like a unspoken truth when you're making the video for somebody else. You
Hmm.
basically are going there with a feeling that whatever I'm saying right now will be on the internet. So it's not under my
Sure.
control. Although, yes, you can
Hmm.
approach them, and but that's just not professionalism, I think. So yeah, I mean, our
Yes.
true selves do eventually come out, no matter if it's the solo videos or if it's the conversational videos. However, yes, for solo
Hmm.
videos, you do have more control, and you do a lot of thinking in solo videos. For like conversation, we're
Yes.
just having a real time conversation right now. You are thinking
Hmm.
something and responding, and vice versa. But for solo videos,
Exactly.
we do prepare scripts and think about what should go on the internet and how I should present myself and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I watched your channel recently. You have been trying solo
Hmm.
videos. So how's it going for you? Does it take a lot of effort, or it's like creating, conversational videos?
It's definitely not like creating conversational videos, because for
Hmm.
solo videos, I mean, you have to prepare a proper script. Like, we are having a conversation. It's like how we will actually, if we meet in real life, that's just how we will have a conversation. But for
Yeah.
solo videos, you have to think about how to keep the audience engaged from beginning to end. Like, what are the things I should say? What are the things I shouldn't say? How to present
Hmm.
myself and things like that. So that takes a lot of time. And what takes more time is editing the solo video. Like, you
Yes.
create, because I say whatever in the same video itself, I don't create multiple videos. And so for the same
Hmm.
video, I have to repeatedly watch it to see if like there are some kind of things that I need to take out of
Errors.
the video
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know how much you are aware of this, but your channel is also monetized. You must be
Mm.
getting, a few approaches from people for collaboration, like paid collaboration. Have
Mm.
you ever received things like that?
I have. Now, I
Hmm.
wouldn't be naming the platform,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yes, these are like some of the English conversation platforms. And
Hmm.
what you see, like how you perceive them versus how they actually are, can be quite different, because
Hmm.
it also matters a lot, like how you treat the creator. It
Hmm.
should be a 50-50 thing. Like, if you are gaining something, so should we, because we also put in so much effort to build this platform, right? And then you just want
100%.
us to be doing it like basically an unpaid labor. That's what I realized.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
from the outside, when I didn't create my YouTube channel, I was like, wow, well, a lot of people are collaborating with them, they must be really, really good. And then when they
Hmm.
approached me and I got to know the dark, I don't know if to call it dark reality or not. It's a
Yes.
little bit, yeah, but yeah, basically,
Disappointing, I guess.
yeah. So what was the question? Like, what will
Yeah, yeah. I didn't ask any question. I just wanted to know, like, if people are approaching you. Now I'll
yes,
get to the question.
yeah. So yeah, a couple of them have approached me. Yeah.
Hmm. But there are multiple ways to make money on the internet these days.
Hmm.
So are you aware about like the economy of content creators? Like how it is growing and people are like
Hmm.
switching, especially from villages. If you see a lot of people are creating content these days. Are you aware
Yeah.
about that?
Yes, I am. And actually, you know what? Now the tables have turned. Now I think villagers have more advantage than people living in city. Everybody knows city life, the boring
Yeah.
usual. But
Hmm.
now the city people are kind of getting excited about how people in village live, because we have
Hmm.
such fast paced life over here in cities that we are getting exhausted and we just need a mental escape from all this. So what we do, we
Hmm.
go on the internet, we'll search for like calm village life or something like that. You will,
Yes.
and village people are fully aware of the city people having this craze now. So they are also
Hmm.
creating vlogs and we are also watching the vlogs. And when it comes to this English content, I think people
Hmm.
are watching village people more, because they get more excited and curious, like how did they learn English without any kind of
Yeah.
resources and living in a village where they don't even have proper schools or let alone coaching. We are talking
Hmm.
about
Hmm.
schools. So how are they doing
Yes.
that? That means they are purely doing it with the help of internet. And then people get super curious, like how? So
Yeah.
this big question. So that's why I think you also must have noticed that despite having these kind of conversations, the ones that are truly trending, those people belong to village areas. These days, I think
Yes.
it
Yes.
has become a trend.
100%. I,
Yeah.
I have noticed this simple trend. Like as raw, if the video is raw, not
Hmm.
edited, they get views, and one of them
Yeah.
gets viral, and you start getting a lot of attention. But so
Hmm.
far, I think I have failed to portray the village life. Like I am from a village, but I feel like I don't feel like going out and recording vlogs. But I think I'm missing out on a lot. I should use this opportunity and show my village life, that how big of a villager I am.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just the first step, and I know how weird it can be to just go out and start recording. Like, as you know, it's
Yeah.
so it's weird to be recording in front of the camera. Although as an
Hmm.
audience, when we watch it, it looks supernatural. But as if you picture it like in an offline life, if I'm walking on the road and if somebody is talking to themselves, like looking in the camera, it might sound weird to me. Yeah.
I think, if you have a real camera, it is understandable. But when you're just
Hmm.
holding your phone on a tripod with a mic and all. I think it looks. See, I want to become one of those creators who can just walk anywhere they want to with the mic or whatever tools they have. But having a real camera, I think it gives you more confidence that people will ask less questions and you will kind of look professional. That chalo
Mm.
camera to hai iske paas.
Yeah, but no, even like if everybody starts from zero, all the big creators that you see, for
Hmm.
example, take Saurabh Joshi. Everybody knows him and he gets millions of views every day. I don't know if you are
Hmm.
aware of him or not. Even I wasn't aware of
Sort
him, but
of.
like one of his, I think there was some short or something that I saw. He's earning in millions like crazy. Every single video he uploads
Does he wear
video.
glasses?
Yes,
Saurabh
yes,
Joshi?
that guy. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I
he
think
has been
in all
uploading.
of his thumbnails,
Yeah.
like Popat ho gaya, words like that. Is
Yeah,
that the
it's
guy?
something like ये क्या हो गया, ये आज घर में ये बन
Yeah,
गया,
I
these kind of
yes,
things.
yes.
But
Yeah.
people watch him, and it's been like I don't even remember, maybe 4 years or 5 years he's been making those videos.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, what I'm saying, and every single video of his gets like 10 million views or something, and his videos are very
Yes.
raw, like you mentioned. He
Hmm.
doesn't edit. Like mostly, he's just talking about his daily life or showing like what his mom is cooking in the kitchen and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
that's what people like actually. Weirdly, that's what people like to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are a big country, so everything has an audience. I guess
Hmm.
nowadays, whatever you are uploading, there is a kind of audience for that. Even for our English conversational videos, see, like it's a small niche, but on a regular basis, you get like 2,000 views on like an average video. Or
Hmm.
if your channel is good, or you are getting enough engagement, so 10K is not a big number.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. I mean, English niche is very big, but English conversation is actually a small niche. Like it's a subset of
Yes.
English niche because mostly people prefer to watch solo videos, especially that are shot outside.
Hmm.
So this
Yeah.
kind of, yeah, that's why you were trying to switch to that, right? And you should, like
Yeah,
highly
yeah, I'm
recommended.
trying. I'm trying. Uh, why I mentioned about cameras because if you have a good tool, you feel more confident. I know first we should work on storytelling, script, and all those things are important. But if you are recording a video outside with a personality like me, or
Mm,
personality in the sense that we don't feel comfortable like talking outside, or
mm,
on top of that having your phone, it looks so weird. I can't describe. I was trying to record a video in a train. We'll talk about that. So
mm,
maybe on your channel we'll talk about it. But I have made a video here on this channel that I almost got caught. So it's
mm,
funny. Like nowadays we all are trying something new, but at the same
mm,
time we all think of the consequences. Like, wow, people are looking at me, but in reality, only a few people look at you, and even they don't give a really big. They
mm,
don't care. I think in simple way to say, they don't really care.
mm. Yeah, actually, I saw one of the creators. Like, I don't really watch vlogs. It's just not
Hmm.
my niche, interest of niche. But one of the creators said that, like when you start earning money, it just doesn't matter anymore. So
Yes,
now
yes.
she's getting so much money that she doesn't even care. Like she's openly talking loud in the vlogs
Hmm.
outside. And sometimes people watch her because it's a little bit weird to be just having a conversation with yourself, laughing and just things like this. But she said
Hmm.
that as soon as she got monetized and started earning a good amount of money, like that thought never even came to her mind again that what she's doing is weird. So, yeah.
Yeah. How about you? How do you feel these days when it comes to speaking in front of a camera?
In front of a camera, like over here or
Yes.
outside? Big difference.
Like in general, whenever you're talking to a camera, I think this is more natural, but like when you're recording a solo videos, do you feel
No, I don't feel
confident?
hesitant at all in solo videos. Like it's just me. It doesn't matter. I can say
Hmm.
whatever. But
Yeah.
it's only limited to me making videos inside the house. As soon as I step outside, I become so conscious. I have three pictures since birth. I just have three pictures of mine. That's why like I
Hmm.
have such a problem creating thumbnails because I don't even have a lot of pictures. So that's the thing. As
Hmm.
soon as I go outside, I become camera conscious for whatever reason. So making a vlog
Hmm.
is like I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that outside the house. But
Yeah. What do you think about having tools to become a content creator? Do you think people should start with whatever they have, or they should wait to get a decent phone or a camera?
no, start with whatever you have. Like start with whatever you
Hmm.
have, because honestly, uh, you can invest in, because you don't know if you're going to stay consistent or not. Even if you think you're going to stay consistent, you might stop after some time. So if you invest a
Hmm.
lot, like for example, 10,000 on a mic, just initially when you
Yeah.
just, even before starting a
Starting.
channel, a really good
Hmm.
camera of like Sony camera, 50,000 or something, whatever the price is. And then you're like,
Yes.
yes, I'm going to be making vlogs, and you start it. Maybe you don't even start it, first of all, and
Hmm.
second of all, if you start it, you don't get views initially, obviously. You don't, nobody
Hmm.
gets views initially, and then you'll get demotivated, like, ah, I'm not getting views, I don't want to make videos anymore. Now that money is wasted, right? So instead,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
start with whatever you have, gradually build a loyal audience, and then
Hmm.
from that monetized money, invest in like good cameras and good mics. That's the smartest approach.
100%. I think you just have to be smart with your investment, because sometimes
Yeah.
we lose hope when we don't
Mm,
get views, feel like, no, it's time I stop. But
mm,
100% start with whatever you have. I
mm,
forget that this is an English related video. So last question from my end. Any
okay.
suggestions that what people should do, like whatever level they are at, to improve their English,
Mm.
especially something which worked for you?
Just start speaking. Like, I know people hear this repeatedly, but the people who speak and people who don't speak, there is a
Hmm.
difference between active learning and passive learning. So passive learning is you just casually scrolling through videos and listening, maybe not listening, and hoping that some kind of magic would happen, and then you would start speaking English. That's just not
Hmm.
going to happen. When you start
Hmm.
speaking, you as soon as you start speaking, your brain kind of sends you signals like you're so dumb, you can't do it. So that feeling
Yes.
of dumb is basically you, uh like stepping up,
Learning.
and then
Yes.
after that uncomfortable zone, you are going to become fluent in English. That's only and only, it all comes down to speaking. No matter if you are a beginner, if you're intermediate, even as an advanced speaker, the main key
Yes.
is to keep speaking. Yeah.
Yeah. I think creating muscle memory is really important, because it's a
Hmm.
language. You need to get used to saying the words out loud.
Yeah.
And if you're
Hmm.
not doing it, then passive learning is just useless.
Hmm. Exactly.
All right. Anything else that you want to add before we wrap up this session?
No, I mean, but I notice your cool headphones, like I wanted to say it from the start.
Guys, don't invest money in expensive gadgets unless you are earning good amount of money. Don't make dumb
Hmm.
decisions. But yeah, I really needed these headphones. It's not for recording videos, but in general, I like listening to music, and I got it during the sale. It is of Sony.
Hmm.
And if any of my family members are watching, I hope you will not ask me how much I paid. I'm going to beep this part. I paid
Hmm.
16K for this, but yeah, it is worth the investment. It is of Sony, so the noise cancellation, I feel like I can't hear anything, even though uh, 20 minutes ago my fan was on and I was listening to music, and
Hmm.
I didn't hear this loud bass. So this is a good machine, and
Hmm.
it's good for listening.
Yeah, it's great. It's worth investing, it seems, especially if you're living in a noisy area.
Yeah, yeah, but also, like, if you in general, if you like music and you are done with, your speakers, or
Hmm.
like, but only if you are, too much into music, you want to try and ready to invest. Otherwise, don't listen to me, guys. Save that money and get
Yeah,
something
I
else.
personally wouldn't do that because I live in a quiet area, a relatively quieter
Yes.
area, so I don't really need them.
Hmm.
But yes, I am also a music addict, but noise cancellation is something that I wouldn't invest in, given how
Hmm.
many cases you get of noise cancellation these days. Like people are losing
Yes.
their hearing. This is
I'm
something I
also
shouldn't
scared.
be saying when you just invested in this, but yeah. Um,
Yeah, I'm actually aware about this. And when I go to run, I feel like I need something, maybe some audio, music. Otherwise, I
mm,
can't work out. So I also need it for that. And I'm
yeah.
like, I feel like I can push myself extra. Earlier, I was running for like 20 minutes. Now,
Mm,
yesterday, I ran for 26 minutes. So in just 1 week, I have made progress of 6 minutes. So it's a big, huge
All
spike.
because of all because of 16,000 rupee headphones.
All right then. Thank you so much for being here. It was lovely chatting with you.